Welcome, Master. Welcome to this space, to this place of presence and stillness. This morning, I received the word coherence, and I was wondering what this is all about. Why did I receive this information? And I was filming another video right before this one about capacity because I was looking in my book right here in my notebook, and I was thinking, oh man, maybe, yeah, capacity has something to do with coherence. A lot with coherence, but I realize this is not the thing I want to tell you. You know, there are a lot of things going on the planet right now that seem to be really, yeah, let us say, relatively negative. That's what I observe and feel. But I'd also have in mind that this is the expression of coherence. Seem to be paradoxical, like a paradox, but it isn't. You see, the more coherent a field gets, the more coherent your individual energy becomes, the more clear you can see the things that are out of alignment within yourself, and the same it is for the collective. So if things really stand out in a negative way, but it's the invitation at this very moment to define it in a positive way, because that would be the way we experience it, not only as an individual but also as part of the collective, as the collective. So the more coherent a field gets, and humanity is in a time of transformation, and we are raising the frequency of this planet and our collective, and it is happening. The change is happening. So these things will stand out not as something to worry that we're doing something wrong or not in the right way, whatever. It's no longer about that. It's inevitable. This transformation is inevitable. And you, for sure, watch this video if you have, when you feel this sense of your own soul path, your own life path unfolding in a really inevitable energy. So, coherence is in so many ways, in so many forms necessary. Because, I absolutely love science, and it's amazing to understand that our brain is a record of the past. So, think about this with me. Everything that you know, really everything that you know, everything. This box of my microphone, my shoes, the, the grass in this park, my bag, everything that I know, everything that you know, every person, every thing and object, every place that you can go to, the gym, your home, the grocery store, the park, whatever it is, all those things at a certain time. For all of those things, you have a neurological network in your brain. Think about this. You have a network in your brain for your cell phone. You have a network in your brain for your work. You have a network in your brain for your bed. You have a network in your brain for how you brush your teeth, for everything. Everything that is known to you in this three-dimensional reality. So, since you experienced those things, and the end product of an experience in our environment is called an emotion, you have an emotion associated with those things. So you have a neurological network in your brain for a specific person in your life. But you also have an emotion associated with that person. Can be the person that triggers you, that frustrates you. But understand it's all happening within yourself. And to draw back your energy, it's about you to let go of this frustration, of this emotion. So coherence, or let us talk about a moment for incoherence. Incoherence is created when we are in survival mode, when we are defined by our environment, when our environment dictates the way we think, act, and feel. When we not remain on our throne as a master, leaned back and relaxed, radiating our true self. Incoherence is when we lean forward and go into someone else's drama, go into the drama of the world, or in this old energy story, or whatever it is. Then we drop into survival mode. That means that our attention that ultimately dictates where our energy goes. Our attention is jumping from this thing to that place, to this thing you have to do, to that person that triggers you, to this thing that is a challenge for you, to time, you don't have enough time, and all of this stuff. And all of those networks in your brain are firing completely incoherent. It's like a big group of drummers that are all drumming totally mixed up, totally incoherent. Everybody does what he wants to do. There's no rhythm. There's no there's no coherence. When that happens, there's no coherence. And your brain becomes divided somehow. And your brain normally functions as one holistic system with your heart, but if you're in incoherence and you let your attention wander through this way and this thing and time and that person, then your environment is controlling you and you're a victim to your circumstances. So coherence, I think, as a coherence for an ascended master on this earth plane, in this journey, means to remain ourselves, to have the capacity to remain ourselves regardless of what is going on in our environmental field. That means, how good can we remain ourselves, regardless of what is going on around us? Can we bring all of our attention back to us in this very present moment? Because that is the place where everything exists. You can access everything in this present moment. All the information you need is here. Your heart is in the present moment. So allowing you to remain yourself, no matter what is going on. And this requires you to sit with yourself, to be comfortable in the uncomfortable, to catch your spiritual ego if it tries to play the hero for someone or something in your reality, just to avoid feeling the vastness of your power, because the ego is afraid of its own power. the negative ego. So, creating coherence actually means meeting yourself and meeting your true capacity, meeting your true potential. And it's powerful and it's wonderful. So, where's your attention caught up still? What person gets your attention? Maybe more often than you. You know, when you truly care about yourself, have your attention on yourself. And it doesn't mean that you care less about others. That's not the thing. To have 100% energy back to you in your field means you can invest it in to create a new future. You can heal with that energy. You can create with that energy. You can be a reflective mirror for others with that energy. So, coherence. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. Enjoy the journey and don't look back. See you next time.